can we proceed further
Yeah,
with the
please.
second
Next.
participant?
Next.
Thank you. Thank you
So,
so much. Thank you, Roshan sir. Thank you,
s-
everyone.
Thank you. Well
so
presentation.
Thank you, sir.
now I will call Miss Prerna and Saima from Amity University, Kolkata. Their topic is interplay between psychology and fashion.
My name is Prerna Singh, and I will be presenting my paper along with Saima Khatun on the topic interplay between psychology and fashion. We are both students of Amity University, Kolkata, and we have recently graduated with our bachelor's degree in applied psychology. Uh, our research paper is a comprehensive literature review, which will be emphasizing on the relevance of the subject psychology in the field of fashion and vice versa. Our paper will be explaining and outlining the themes of color psychology and how color affects our perception and various psychological factors such as personality, self-concept, cognition, and mood, and how they influence our sense of clothing and fashion. Moving forward with the presentation, fashion is the most basic form of how we represent ourselves. If we go back to the earlier civilization, we have known that clothes serve the purpose of keeping oneself warm and providing us protection. However, over the last few years, the meaning of clothing and fashion has evolved because of the researches that have been actively done in the field of fashion psychology. Even though fashion psychology appears to be a relatively newer field, its conception can be traced back to 1890s, where through the writings of William James and Herman Lotze. In a research paper that was released by the US National Library of Medicine, National Institute of Health in 2004, they have tried to emphasize upon how William James had expressed fashion psychology and has tried to link clothing and psychology. He spoke about the expressive aspects of clothing. According to William James, an individual will not take much time to come to a conclusive decision about whether he would want to be flawlessly attired and have a blemished body type or be shabbily dressed and have a flawless body. Similarly, Hermann Lotze, who was a German philosopher, he had attested the fact that when we bring an object to in relationship with the surface of our body, we include it as a part of our awareness of the reality. It becomes a fabric extension of self instead of remaining a dormant piece of clothing on our body. So the perception from the psychological discipline comes in the form that fashion and what we choose to wear is influenced by our societal perception of our culture, profession, self-belief, and attitude towards self and our personality. Fashion has a great effect on person's healthy body image, production, disposal of clothes, and our consumer approach. Fashion is often used as a mechanism to enhance self-perception. The power and freedom that we have to dress help us in enhancing our fancied features, mask our insecurities, which in turn highlights positivity and optimistic view of self. The first topic that I will be discussing is understanding the interrelationship between fashion and self-concept. Self-concept is a broad term which incorporates beliefs and attitude that one have towards themselves. It includes how we feel about ourselves, how we see ourselves, and how we value ourselves. Self-concept includes the concept of self-image, which is an important factor being studied by various fashion innovators and brand marketers. Self-image is important because it includes body image. Body image is a perception that a person has towards their physical attributes. And hence, it becomes another important aspect for understanding the interplay between psychology and fashion. In a scale developed by Sontag and Lee in 2004 called the proximity of clothing to self, they had included the dimension of body image to assess the extent to which a person will try to dress themselves in order to fit their perception of their body type and will try to wear clothes that enhances their physique. Similarly, research was conducted by Juliana Scott in 2018, where she had interviewed few female participants, and she concluded that females, they mostly have a tendency to project their self-concept through the way they dress themselves. If a female has a tendency to project her ideal self, that means she will try to dress herself in order to impress others and her peers who will be observing her. And this is mostly seen in case of situation which are social in context. Similarly, the same female, if she is in her private space, such as in her house, or if she's only surrounded with peers that are close to her, she will have a tendency to project her true self. And because of that, she will try to dress up more comfortably and try to she'll try to dress up more comfortably and make sure that she doesn't put in too much efforts in trying to impress them. The next concept which I'll be discussing is how clothes act as visual cues because they become a prelude to form a perception by of an individual's characteristic by another observer. For example, in a research study, it was seen that one who prefers to dress formally will intend to follow a particular group norm. Given to this notion, anybody who is seen as wearing formal will be deemed as highly professional by another observer. Another research study had further studied this and said that people are also quick to conclude those people to be less approachable in contrast to anybody who is wearing casuals, to be more friendlier. Similarly, police uniform has been seen to evoke feelings of safety and security among individuals. I would now like to invite Saima Khatun to present the next few slides.
Hello? Hello? Yes, I hope I'm audible.
Yes,
Hello?
you're audible, Saima.
Yes. Thank you so much. Good evening to everybody. The first topic that I will be discussing is if fashion is affected by mood. The two papers that we have taken into consideration is Happiness is Not in the Genes by psychologist and Professor Ben C. Fletcher and Professor Karen Pine. And the second paper was The Psychology Behind Your Outfit, Wear Your Heart on Your Sleeve and Your Brain in Your Sweater by Lee Melby Clinton and Christine Tice Studman. Now, these papers studied is fashion affected by our moods. These papers showed that people are more likely to wear jeans and baggy clothes when they are depressed and body hugging dresses when they are happy and confident because that makes them feel that that it just makes them accept their body as they are. And they also studied the dress association with positive and negative positive and negative clothing. For example, see, a person is more likely to not wear an outfit that they have worn to a bad date or when something traumatic has happened to them. And when people are nervous, they are most likely to wear formal clothing because it is the safest form of clothing. And the next topic that I would be discussing is fashion and cognition. Is there a relationship between them? The paper taken into consideration here is Enclothed Cognition by Hajo Adam and Adam D. Galinsky. So this paper coined the term enclothed cognition. They examined the co-occurrence of two independent factors, the symbolic meaning of the clothes and the physical experience of wearing them. Enclothed cognition is the link between symbolic meaning of physical experience is indirect as it is the clothes that stimulates the symbolic meaning and is not recognized until one physically wears them or embodies them. They conducted 3 experiments with lab coats. Doctors were given lab coats and they were said that these are doctors' lab coats and their span of attention and increased performance and carefulness was studied. It was seen that when the doctors were said that they are wearing a painter's coat, which is also white, their span of attention and performance was lower when they were said that they are wearing a professional doctor's coat. And the study also mentions the influence and perception of different clothings. For example, teachers who wear more formal clothes are perceived to be more intelligent than those who wear fewer formal clothes. Women who wear masculine clothing to interviews or to job meetings are likely to be hired and taken more seriously. Women dressed in a sexy or bold attire are seen as less competent and less confident. And in the field of psychology, it was seen that psychologists who wear more formal clothes had more potential that the patients will come back to them than those psychologists who attended their sessions wearing informal clothing. Next topic that I would be discussing is personality and fashion. Clinical psychology specialist Cecile Scow Anderson studied that people scoring high on extroversion and neuroticism were more likely to indulge into to get into shopping addiction, where extroverts can embrace fashion to showcase individuality, social status, and attractiveness. Neurotic people can use it to cope up with negative emotions of anxiety, depression, or simply their low mood. With what your clothes say about your personality, Nicolette studied fashion choices concerning personality traits. It showed that optimistic people are more likely to adopt comfortable clothing and adapt according to their environment. People who are thoughtful, composed, and have an eye for art and beauty go for feminine type of fashion, where they wear floral clothes and they are acceptable of outfits that have laces and frills. People who are dependent and have a comfortable clothing, they usually are likely to wear jeans or t-shirts. People who have a charismatic personality, they are most likely to wear outfits that will make a statement. The next subtopic is self sensibility and fashion. The sense of sensibility and fashion. Sorry. The book The Psychology of Fashion by Caroline Mayer Routledge deals with direct psychological aspect related to fashion, like self enhancement, self categorization, self expression, and self social identity. This book classifies that fashion not only has behavioral relation but sensory too. Smell of the clothes affect if we are likely to buy the clothes or not. Most people we know are not likely to buy leather because they are uncomfortable with the smell of it. Meanings and symbols of certain fashion communicate visual cues. We are less likely to buy clothes that do not symbolize our culture, our personality, our mentality. It affects our self esteem. We are more likely to wear clothes that boost our self esteem, that makes us feel and shows the other person that we are confident of ourselves. Fashion may lead to eating. This book also covered the disorders that fashion may lead to, such as eating disorders, stress related disorders, shopping disorders, because we all have a standard of beauty that we would like to fit in. Now, this standard of beauty is very much affected by how what we wear, how we carry ourselves. These can induce stress related disorders, eating disorders, just to fit the social norms and categorization. Along with the problem of wearers, this book also covers the problem of the designers, the challenges that a designer, anybody in the fashion field, has to face. The pressure of meeting new trends and fashions and everything, it causes psychological distress to the designers as well. The last topic that I would be discussing is a role of a wardrobe on our mental health, how fashion impacts our mental health, by Kame Ibrahim. The paper studied that the clothes we wear does not only reflect our mood, but how we identify ourselves and how we want to be seen. People tend to get uncomfortable in clothes that does not boost their self-esteem or show a good image of them. This may depend on their environment, their culture, or just the place they are visiting at that moment. The study also showed that people tend to avoid wearing a piece of clothing, again to avoid uneasiness caused due to cognitive dissonance, and bring their actions and beliefs in an alignment. I would like to explain this with an example. Suppose I have gone for an interview and I wore a black dress that I thought was appropriate, but the interviewee there did not hire me. I may not wear the same dress in the next interview. I may choose to wear a pantsuit to the next interview so that it aligns with my actions and beliefs and the experiences that I have faced. The paper says how we see ourselves is affected by how our external environment treats us based on our fashion. Clothes have a role in determining how we aspire to be treated, the social group that we belong to, and the place that we want to be accepted in. I would like Prerna Singh to continue.
Okay, so the last topic that we will be discussing is the theme of color psychology and fashion. So while studying fashion, it is crucial to understand the role of colors and the meaning it renders to our clothes. If we look from a historical context, some
Sorry to
truly
interrupt, Predna, in between, but how long is your presentation
Uh,
left?
it's
Actually,
just
your
last
time
two
is
slides.
already. Okay.
Okay, so I'll just quickly wind it up then.
Okay, please conclude it.
Okay, fine. Should I go to the conclusion?
Yeah, if possible, if anything important is not left.
Okay, then I'll just go with the conclusion. Concluding the presentation, we would like to say that yes, both fashion and psychology are extremely huge domains, but they are closely related with human cognition as it affects our psychological well-being, our cognition, and our mood. And even psychological factors such as self-concept and personality continues to influence our sense of fashion. So we would like to end our presentation by
Hello.
hello.
This
Yeah.
is over.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Amer ji. Dr. Amer. Yeah, please. Any comment?
Sir, I think he's not able.
He's there. Anyway,
he's not able.
so this is another nice presentation and very new area of research you people are exploring.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Right. And psychology and fashion.
Yes, sir.
Clothing, fashion, mood, self-esteem, personality, many things you have studied.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
In last, Miss Saima somewhere has described about the environment, the culture.
Yes, sir.
So, if you people are taking a fashion,
Yes.
so how body image? You know body image?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How body image influenced your fashion?
Okay. So suppose body image is very much related to fashion. Somebody who is not comfortable with her own body image, say who has been bullied or just perceives herself as not meeting the beauty standards, not meeting the figurative standards that the society or their family has set for them, so they are more likely to wear clothes which do not enhance their figure. For example, I would take many of you might know the Hollywood singer Billie Eilish. Okay, she is not very much comfortable with her body image, her self image. So she everywhere, most of the places, she wears baggy t-shirts, sweatshirts, which does not enhance her body curves, which does not enhance her figure. She just says that she's afraid of the judgment that her body will get. So it is very much directly related to what we wear, how we showcase ourselves with in regards to fashion.
If you specifically referred Bollywood,
Hollywood.
Bollywood people never bother about their clothes,
Yeah.
what they are wearing. What
This is
they,
why I took this particular example.
what they wear, that becomes fashion.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So they don't body image, they people are having a good positive body image about self.
Yes, sir.
High body image. Whatever clothes they people are wearing, they people least bother.
Yes, sir.
So they don't consider fashion.
Yes, sir.
Am I right?
Yes,
They
sir.
have
Yes.
high body image.
Yes.
And you people start to follow them as a fashion.
Yes, sir.
So how you can say this is a fashion? For layman, it is a fashion.
Yes.
For we are a layman.
Yes.
But people high on body image will never consider what cloth he or she is wearing. High on body image.
It is, yes, I can agree to that somewhat, but
Second,
somehow even with the positive body image, fashion does play a role with what we wear, how we perceive our body. Do we see ourselves as beautiful? Do we see ourselves?
this is very generalized statement. But people, Hollywood, Bollywood star give you fashion,
Yes.
and you people accept it as a fashion. They people are high on body image anyway. Leave
Yes.
it. Second question I'm telling you
Hmm.
about review. People has taken this paper as a review.
Yes.
Review research, right?
Hmm.
Review particularly is specifically is to be mentioned from a specific one period to another period. That suppose 1990 to 2020, whatever the research on a particular area, you have to explore that. You refer only 4 or 5 studies, for example, that is not a review. Number one. Number two, you people refer maximum foreigner studies, all, not Indian studies. Am I right?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes.
Cultural variation in your fashion and psychology. Irrespective of the culture, we cannot generalize fashion psychology influence your personality. The cultural barriers, cultural bindings. Suppose in India, a unmarried girls wearing a sari, for example, people can put the questions in rural areas.
Yes.
Cultural bindings on fashions are there. If in rural areas, if unmarried girls or wearing a jean, for example, they are putting the questions in rural areas. So cultural bindings we are having, we cannot generalize fashion. Particularly, you people are referring only foreigner studies. You have to take some Indian studies also, so that
Yes.
we people are to make cultural consideration there, and environmental, and suppose dress code in factory and dress code in school, for example.
Yes.
They have a dress code in school, dress code in army, dress code in industries, for example. Lot of industry they have dress code in army, dress code in police. So they don't have any personality, they don't have any body image, they don't have self-esteem. They wearing a specific uniform on a particular time, particular day, particular daily almost. How they can say they people are low on self-esteem?
So, if I may say, I discussed that under included cognition, where we are perceived according to like our span of attention and everything. Our sense of beauty is exhibited by what we are wearing. That is the term enclosed cognition.
क्या बेटा मेरा सिर्फ एक है, थोड़ा सा इंडियन स्टडीज को एक्सप्लोर करो.
जी जी
ठीक है
जरूर
बेटा, एक थोड़ा सा स्टिपुलेटेड पीरियड लो
जी
from last 10 years, for example. It does not be you pick and choose 10 5 for studies and you can say this is a review. Some other studies may be contrary to these your findings maybe. You take both pro and negative and positive studies both.
yes
I'm right. This is the actual review. You are doing a good job. Keep it up. Don't leave this area. This is a new area in psychology. Go ahead. Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
No, so